The scammers online spreading their lies, pumping stocks with dollar signs in their eyes. But we see through the noise, cut through the mold, calling out fraudsters. Truth be told, hey, expose the lies, let the story unfold. Truth be told, yeah, shining the light on the tricks they sold. No hype, no spin, we bring the facts, let the truth roll in. Fraudsters beware, your game's getting old. We're taking it back when truth be told. Truth be told. Truth be told. And the truth shall set you free.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Truth Be Told. Glad you could all join in with us. Of course, we got Amy, we got Platinum Sparkles, and we have a bunch of crazy topics for you today, as per usual. We're going to start off with the craziest one. I already kind of gave Platinum a heads up. I don't know if, and Amy. Look,
Yep, me too.
this was the one I didn't think I could get away with
yeah.
putting in the thumbnail, just saying.
I mean,
where do we
it's
even
definitely
start
a
with
choice. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying to you, earlier this year, he was posting his the wraps with the gift, his the Jewish ceremony thing that I didn't know what it was until he posted it, looked it up, and I was like, oh, okay. This also didn't know what that meant until he posted it, and I was like, yikes. Once I looked it up, holy, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up situation.
Yeah, it's I don't even know what to say about it. It's just weird. I don't.
Yeah, that's the big thing for me is like it's just one of those things that you're just like,
okay,
that's a choice.
For a Jewish man, yeah, that is a choice.
Oh, come on, Manuel. That's being a little. Oh, come on.
Oh boy.
Let's get to our discomfort by dealing with the responses that have come from this.
Oh boy.
I don't necessarily disagree with Houston Wade.
I literally liked this post, and I do not like Houston Wade whatsoever. He's talked so much trash about me, but I can't disagree with this.
Yeah.
What does it
Which
say?
is crazy is the comments section though, where everyone was literally coming to I
couldn't read it. It's so small. What does it say?
Burp.
Monday morning, he is out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like,
got it.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, the comment section is literally rabidly coming to Ryan Cohen's defense, which again, me and Platinum here are you know what? Houston Wade is a fucking piece of shit, but his commentary on this is
but he's not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
Can't disagree.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it in here. Oh yes, here it is. I bet it's this one.
Meanwhile, there's a lot of people that I definitely disagree with that were replying to him. For sure. Not to Houston, but to Ryan.
Right. And then we also had some people already trying to suggest that this is a sign. So all of them are to be clear, the people that I've seen most of it, I did come back over here and we can look at the quote tweets, and there are definitely some people in here who are trying to make speculative stuff in here in the retweets. But for the most part of what I saw, it was all Bed Bath & Beyond baggy nonsense.
What did PB just say? I'm learning tonight
what this is about.
Okay, what did the comment say though? What does that comment say? This is a well-known.
Well, it's not Auschwitz, it's Dachau, but
most famously at Auschwitz, saying to see the president. Yeah.
Which, you know what? I did not know that they put this saying on their Gates or whatever either until he posted that. So I learned that too, and that's like just even more fucked up than.
Maybe it's like, maybe it's symbolism for like the working class? I don't know. I'm trying to find a reasonable explanation.
Or like he can't relate. Give me a break. You know what I mean?
Like working is like a concept.
Well, he said, what was that one of the old tweets that he had from like 2023 where he said,
Michael probably
work hard or please leave.
Leave.
Let's be honest. Michael probably thinks he's talking to him.
Well, yeah. I mean, he thinks clearly that the letter B means that obviously that, you know, it's Bed Bath and Beyond. The second B apparently is him selling his underwear.
Briefs.
Then of course we had.
I think we all know what the key is.
Speaking of that, we had someone saying, let's see what my friend on Sex
Stop it.
Ryan Cohen is cute. And I'm out. PP said, so you're going to deny that all of the Q references that Roaring Kitty made, to which I say, what the fuck are you talking about?
My God, Fitzy.
I mean, Kitty's not even that deep, dude. Like, he just posted a bunch of fucking movie
That's funny.
clips.
That's a good meme right there.
Oh, yeah.
Ricola.
Oh, my goodness.
Rico. Oh, boy.
RCO.
Yeah, he should have added some context. Yeah, like, you know, like in this time, like blah, 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 like something, literally anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to post the picture, it's like.
And that's like the big problem is like, there was no content. It felt like another one of his shit posts, and it
did feel like
funny.
a shit post. Yeah, and it was not even close to funny.
So, yeah, there's
clearly he doesn't give a shit. It's still up.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what's it gonna do to him? Like, in all honesty,
nothing. No matter what, he's still gonna like go to bed a billionaire.
And he's still gonna be the CEO of GameStop because he has the shares to do that. And the board is completely owned and controlled by him. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Lucky business during COVID and made billions of dollars. So
yeah,
post the outside of concentration camps, bro. Cool.
Yeah. So the actual headline that we have that was on the thumbnail has a little bit of a read in. So it has been earnings season. We have some shitcodes that we'll get to later in the show that had earnings. But you know who else had earnings? Palantir had earnings, and they did well. They beat expectations and everything. Nothing too crazy. And then we had the earnings call, in which he sounded a lot more like a meme stock CEO to me personally.
Alex, as always, we have a lot of individual investors on the line. Is there anything you'd like to say before we end the call?
We're rocking along. Please turn on the conventional television and see how unhappy those that didn't invest in us are. Enjoy, get some popcorn. They're crying. We are every day making this company better, and we're doing it for this nation, for allied countries, and also for and I never really like the term retail investors. How about sane people who put up their own money and fight for us? And by the way, you know, you are fighting for the right side of what should work in this country. Meritocracy, lethal technology vis-a-vis adversaries, products that spread GDP to working class women and men and women by making their value creation higher. And by the way,
okay, like, is it just me, or does his nose look like one of those like silly like
the glasses
with the nose? Like, am I wrong?
Yeah,
like, that's
no,
all I
you're
see.
not wrong.
Like the fake disguise thing with the black glasses and the fake nose, like right?
Yeah, I
It's all I can see. I don't even care what he's saying because it's all horseshit. But
right.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah. So we had that earnings call. There's a couple other snippets from that earnings call we'll get to, but for now we'll leave that at that. because
But
later in the week,
if you're a good CEO, like you don't have to say shit like that. Like you don't have to say turn on your TV and see people crying that didn't invest in us. Like
yeah, but you have to understand the multiple that Palantir is currently running at right now, which is insane. Let me see if I can pull something up here really quick.
well,
and
their
get a
entire
read on that.
software is insane. Like once you like use it, you can't ever not use it. Like it's their moat is basically to just like lock you in.
So even at a forward price to earnings, they're trading at 306 times earnings. That's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Like, we'll get into how crazy that valuation is here in a second. But right now, about Thursday, wasn't it? So shortly after earnings, it comes out that Michael Burry has a rather large short position via puts against Palantir and to a lesser extent NVIDIA. He
And
didn't
Alex
he
Karp
didn't
goes
take
on TV and sticks a fork in his socket. Crazy person. Like he's so frantic.
You're really good at getting ahead here in the script. Let's go for it. Because this, have you seen this yet, Platinum?
Mm-mm.
Oh, get ready, because I think this first one's the one I think it is, and it's unhinged.
Wasn't
I mean,
he
you were
in
very-
studio? No, I'm talking about the one where he was in studio.
Oh, I have that one too, but
Got
I
that
think
one.
this is the one that I was talking about with you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Let me see here.
defensive, for instance, around short sellers. Michael Burry putting the short on this weekend. Some people were wondering if
By
you
the
were
way,
too defensive.
what I was defensive about, not
that on,
defensive,
or
I would
was
say
it on?
offensive about. I don't like short sellers. And you know, everyone's like, oh, it's price discovery, great. That's like saying you're a lawyer. You don't have to defend the pedophile. You know, yeah, I'm all in favor of everyone.
Yeah, you heard that correctly. He just compared short sellers to pedophiles. Just so we got that out of the way and clear here. This is why I was posting throughout this week that if you are this rabidly against short selling, I've yet to see a person this crazed about short selling who has not turned out to be a fucking fraud. Just saying. If you're doing Palantir's books, you might want to double check those before Christmas.
Having a defense. I'm in favor of civil rights and defense for the innocent
Civil
and
rights.
of the guilty, because that's how you have civil liberties. If you're a lawyer, you don't have to work for a terrorist. You don't have to work for a pedophile. If you're a short
Oh my god.
You do know that public defenders exist, right, jackass? Like,
What is he about to say about short sellers?
let's go.
short seller, you do not have to actually short a truly great company. By the way, the thing that's great about Palantir is we deliver for the average person on the
So
battlefield,
ass-hurt.
on the work floor, and as investors. Pick
Yeah,
some
so
other company and screw it. But actually,
September
in the Burry case, I actually think what was happening was market manipulation. I strongly suspect.
Palantir is
Oh
a
my
meme stock,
God.
guys. It totally is a meme stock. Oh my goodness. It's market
I didn't see
manipulation to short sell Palantir.
I saw him in
And to be
studio.
clear, Burry isn't even short Palantir. He just has puts. That's it. Like,
As of September 30th, it is
right.
the first week of November.
He
Like,
could
who
have
knows if
sold
he
by
even
now.
has it still?
Yeah, that is also a correct indication here. We just knew about it because of the SEC filings, but he could have sold already. He could have changed his position. He could have closed it by now. Like, we don't know. There's such stale filings.
Yeah.
But Alex Karp over here is having a fucking GME meltdown worthy performance live on CNBC.
Why would it be market manipulation for him to buy fucking puts? How's that market manipulation? Because the amount?
Yeah, because the amount gives bad news, and clearly he was.
What was the amount? 912 million?
Something like that. It was. NVIDIA and Palantir together was 1.1 billion, but I don't think that was the notional. I think that was the notional value, not the actual value of the position.
It just was up on the screen. I thought it said 912 million.
Yes, 912 million, but that's the notional value, not the actual value of the position that he bought.
I mean, he's just fucking melting down. Wait till he's in the studio. It just fucking, like, he's so frantic. I'm like,
getting
Look
out of his position.
cool.
And to get out of his position, he had to screw the whole economy by besmirching the best.
What? How is your company the entire?
Screw
It
the
just gets
whole
better the more he
economy.
goes along. It's just
Wow. You know what?
the ego on
baggies,
this guy.
the baggies are going to have a new hero.
I know, right?
There's our beacon right here.
Financials ever. Again, financials that are helping the average person as investors on the battlefield, et cetera, et cetera.
Are you going to take
On
legal
the
action?
battlefield.
I'm just pointing it out. I mean,
Like it's all market manipulation. It's evil. He's attacking the economy. Are you gonna sue? No, because I'm a bitch.
No, I was waiting for him to say, well,
What's
you know,
good
my
for?
lawyer said that if you go to the
Just kidding, the free
FCC, they'll look into your company and not the actual short
Right. Like,
seller.
and what are you going to sue him for? Like, not
Why-
taking a bearish
why-
position on your company and
Yeah, and
buying
and,
puts, what, more than 30
and
days
having
ago?
to follow the legal reporting requirements as mandated by the SEC and law.
Oh my God, how dare you?
Oh my goodness! I think this next one is the in studio.
Why does he think his company is the greatest company in the whole market? Like,
Is this the one you were looking for,
oh
Amy?
yeah. Oh my God.
Let's see
Such
how
a
far we
fucking
can get through this because
nutcase.
it says 7 minutes and I ain't sticking around for it if he's that crazy
He's
still.
frantic.
Whew.
so, but in fairness,
But that's
this
what I wanted
is-
to ask you about. In terms of because there is a misunderstanding. Clearly, you look at the analysts. Most analysts, think that this stock is overpriced. You have people like Michael Burry out there shorting it. Everybody who's shorted this stock thus far has been on the losing end of it.
Again, reiteration.
Until
Forward guidance. If
Friday.
you price it by forward guidance earnings, it is trading at 300 times forward guidance. Absurd.
And I'm trying to understand if you look at sort of the growth trajectory, the sales, how much of the sales, frankly, I think actually even there was a huge part coming from even existing customers, and just what the scale of this thing ultimately looks like in your mind.
Okay, there are two parts. Of course,
Closed
when
at
I hear
177
short
on
sellers
Friday.
attacking what I believe is clearly the most important software company in America, and therefore in the world in terms of our impact, simply to make money, and trying to call the AI revolution into question, where we have these.
I mean, we've called it into question on this show a couple times on here, so I don't see what the problem is there. Like, yeah, there's some sus things going on in the AI space right now. There's some questionable, if there's anything profitable to be found in AI, and we'll also get into like the most recent
That's
cries
not
for
circular, yeah.
cries for a bailout, or allegedly not a bailout, but whatever. We'll get to that later.
This anomalous numbers, 114, rule of 40, et cetera. It just is super triggering because these people, they could pick on.
I'm glad that he admits that it triggers him.
I'm triggered.
Let him run.
It's
give him a
funny
little
because
leash.
he's so tied in with the administration, yet he's like, "Ooh, I'm a."
No, give him a little leash. Let him run.
Any
Watch it.
company in the world, they have to pick on the one that actually helps people, that actually has made money for the average person, that is actually supporting our war fighters. Why do they have to go after us? And I'll tell you what, it's crazy motivating, because I'll tell you why the short sellers are constantly getting screwed by Palantir. Because every time they short us, we just are like tripling down on getting the better numbers, and part, honestly, to make them poorer. But okay, so
Michael Burry's misbehaved.
Oh my goodness! It's like you picked someone off of fucking either Super Stock or Wall Street Bets and plopped them in the CEO chair of a publicly traded company and just let them rant for 7 fucking minutes.
So the low on Friday was 168.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yesterday
you're really
tech
showing
stocks
them
in
who's
general
boss.
took a real pounding, because it wasn't just Palantir. I know that
the
there
whole
was a
market.
dip in,
the whole market.
and it recovered towards the end of session, some
Yeah.
stocks, but
the question
Including
of
Palantir.
the actual power of the business and what is it worth. I mean, at the end of the day, one of the things that is actually in the book, the biography, and that I actually think you always have to ask is the person persuasive or are they right? And across all sorts of movements, political, I mean, you see this on the regressive part of the Democratic Party. We're about to probably have a complete disaster. I was born in New York.
oh Jesus!
Oh, he just starts scrambling. He's like frantic and just like
Just all over the place, dude.
I
We're
mean-
talking about your company. your company.
He's a man.
Not anything else.
Like, imagine getting this upset about I don't know what options he has, but I would assume it's not like super long term, or maybe it is. Who cares? Like, the way you beat a short seller is that you
Just outperform.
just make money and be profitable. Like, real CEOs don't give a shit about anybody shorting their stock. Like, not ones that are doing well.
Yeah.
Like, this has put him into such a tailspin. He looks like a fucking idiot.
Well,
that was very baggy. I'm very shocked that he's so baggy sounding.
He's so baggy.
Well,
and
this
like,
is
if
the
you
guy
play
who
that
was-
through, like, he's like
the
like,
last time
gesticulating, and he's
Like,
all.
He's so baggy.
Well,
That's
you
crazy.
forgot about
crazy.
this time last year.
You can
he
see him
was-
just watch him
he
gesticulate.
had his own. He had another meltdown where he's talking about the people shorting him were these Wall Street cokeheads and all this stuff. I don't know if you guys forgot about that one. Like,
I've never seen him talk.
I'll
I don't
have to
think,
dig
ever.
it up at some point
Oh my
because
God.
this isn't his first meltdown about short sellers.
Wow.
And I have to agree with this comment here. Vibes of Jeff Skilling calling an analyst an asshole on the earnings call. Like, yes. Which is,
Oh,
again,
wow.
why I'm saying people who like complain this much about short sellers and people reporting on their company are like
And
this
I
is
don't know
what
what it
serious
is. Like,
people
I
don't
don't
do.
I don't know if they're just like, getting real comfortable with Paul Atkins and no regulation, but like, these earning calls are off the rails. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Brian Armstrong, like, set off a Polymarket bet of like, it was like, which one of these words is Brian Armstrong going to use on the call? And he literally went to Polymarket and went down the list and said them all. Like he goes, it's like they were like, one last thing before we close, and he just went blah 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 down the line.
They just killed the market on that.
No,
then-
got everyone their $1 per contract.
Oh my goodness,
And
that's
then,
such an epic troll.
Adam
Yeah,
Aron's
I know.
know.
I thought it was
Yes.
actually kind of hilarious, honestly, because it was like the first like CEO that I've heard do that at all. It was kind of funny.
And then Adam Aron's talking about AI, and like, they're all just off the fucking rails. They're just like, people really do just say shit. So we're just gonna say shit, and so they are.
Here is there's what I need.
This is where we're at.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. I got that lined up the way I should have had it from the start. Yeah. Here's a short seller temper tantrum live. What an embarrassment. Yeah.
So
yeah.
is this the clip of it? Because like, that wasn't the part that I was talking about there. I mean, that was part of it, but like, I don't know if they have the actual. Is that
Yeah,
the
I see it here.
7-minute thing?
Anomalous numbers, 114, rule of 40, etc. It just is super triggering because these people.
No,
they
that's
get-
just the beginning part of it. But yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Well, yeah, you could skim through there, but regardless, it's more of that. But he starts talking really fast. He starts stuttering a little bit, and he's just like frantic. And I'm like, relax, dude.
yeah. Like you're on CNBC. They're going to fluff your junk anyway. It's their job. You don't need to get but just to put some context on those numbers, remember when I said that forward guidance 300 times sales. If Palantir paid out 100% of its profits as dividends and profits never changed, it would take 650 years for you to get your investment back. That's how ridiculous the valuation on Palantir is right now. That's why
It's the
people are like,
greatest company in the U.S.
oh yeah, greatest company in the whole wide fucking world, I
The
guess.
whole world, he said. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what he
You
said.
say the world? Okay, great.
Well, he said the
But-
U.S., which means the world. That's what he said.
So
It's perfect logic.
there's other things also that trigger Mr. Clark.
What is he post? Oh, whatever. Okay.
There are other things that trigger him.
Zoom out beyond Palantir and society. How worried are you about a surveillance state?
The primary evidence for a surveillance state in the West is not government on consumer. It's company knowing every single.
What? First of all, a surveillance state, yes, is the government spying on every little, not even necessarily every little thing you do, but spying in ways that are implicit violations of the Constitution, let alone your own personal rights. So I think he's already kind of lost the plot here. So let's keep going.
Action you have at all times. And we walk around with surveillance devices called electronic devices, and every single thing we do is monitored, not, I think, primarily so people can eviscerate or have an
Is he wearing
understanding
like
of, am I
Did you just
shagging
get
with
off a
too many
bike or
people on the
something?
side and line?
Yeah.
That's
Looks like
what it
he's
looks
about to
like.
race.
Yeah, is he like about to go ride a bike?
I mean, his hair also looks like he just got off a bike.
His hair
Ma-
always looks like that. He has the craziest fucking hair
It's
ever.
pretty fair. It is pretty fair.
He like goes in. He's like, "Now, fuck me up."
Like, I
Put all the curls in. I don't want to
if he
straighten that
showers,
curl.
I feel certain he just like rubs it with a towel and then leaves. Nothing.
Please.
Sweet.
But like, but that does like, doesn't that look like a like sponsored like
Yeah.
biker? Do you think
Yeah.
he's wearing like biker shorts, like padded biker shorts on the bottom,
I mean, maybe.
and like those weird shoes that you click into the thing?
Lying to my partner or lying by omission because they want to sell us like cornflakes.
Like, again, first
Because
of
they
all,
want to sell us cornflakes.
first of all, he completely ducks the question, which is the question of even should this be okay? He's like, well, it's okay because they're trying to sell you stuff, but that doesn't mean that
It's
it
okay
can't
because
be
that's
used.
what they're doing.
Yeah, thank you for getting to the underlying implicit thing of it doesn't matter what they're doing if they're spying on you. But even still, even
No,
if
that's
you
what
want to say
Palantir is
that's
doing.
okay, that doesn't mean that they can't be used. The same hardware, the same interface can't be used to spy on you for other illicit things. Like there's a reason why people hate how Microsoft gets all nosy with its new versions of Windows into what you're doing on their on their operating system. It's not your fucking business. Go away. Stop.
I know.
Stop trying to
somebody
serve
who
me ads
very
and all
much
this
hates
shit.
that.
I know there's a reason why people have ad blocker all the time because they're sick of being like or VPNs or any number of things. They're sick of being spied on by all these companies. And like, of course, Alex Karp's going to duck the question because his entire software, like, okay, do you guys know the origin of the word Palantir, where it comes from, where the meaning's derived, and what it is?
No.
Okay. It's from the Lord of the Rings, and the Palantir is like a scrying, like a scrying crystal for spying on people. Like it's in the fucking name of the company. Like, do you understand why people think that your company's kind of fucking creepy there, Alex?
Well, and like I was saying,
not
like,
fucking
and like
get it.
that's why everybody was so worried about Elon Musk bringing that in for Doge, like because, like, once they're in, like,
yeah,
you don't get out. It's like blood in, blood out.
Especially with all the access they now have to everyone's social security numbers. They're just gonna make a database of you and he's treating it like, oh well, they're just trying to sell you cornflakes. Fuck off. Anyway.
Well, if he says it enough, then people will start to believe him and they won't think it's so bad.
You tell people a lie long enough and passionately enough. But you know what? He's a man of the people. He understands the problems that the common man has.
By the way, let me say something slightly political, and
Only
I'm not saying
slightly.
other people agree with this, but when people are attacking our soldiers for stopping fentanyl from coming to this country, I want people to remember, if fentanyl was killing 60,000 Yale grads instead of 60,000 working class people, we'd be dropping a nuclear bomb on whoever was sending it from South America.
Sure.
I feel certain that Trump
wouldn't.
Not a fan of Yale or Harvard, right?
Yeah. But like, first of all, like if they're trafficking drugs, like we have a justice system, a criminal justice system.
Is he talking about Venezuela?
Yeah, he's talking about the boats. Yes.
The boats, but they still don't know if they were actually drug dealers or.
Well, I mean, they do know that some of them on there were, and some of them might not have been. But like, again, there's a process for that. We don't go around just executing people because they're drug trafficking. And we don't make up lies and conspiratorial things or try and recategorize drug cartels as terrorists so we can just, kill them. Anyway, that kind of pretty much covers it for Alex Karp, except for one thing. I get it. Alex is clearly got his political things and he's crossed the streams between his company and his politics. But please don't do that with your investments. Do not take this advice. I don't care if you hate Alex Karp, if you hate what Palantir does, do not short it because because you're making a political statement or whatever. It will get you murdered. Do not turn your politics into your finance, or vice versa. It ends really poorly. Please do not get headstrong like this and be like, it is patriotic to short Palantir. Just don't. It'll end badly every time. Please don't do that. That's the only thing I wanted to end with that on, to, hopefully save people some very bad financial decisions. Anything that you guys wanted to close with on the note of Alex Karp and Palantir and his...
I'm surprised he sounds so baggy.
Meltdown. I know, right? You would think someone that's doing so well and has a company so well valued, he would not give a single fucking shit about.
What's like the thing? Like, that's Aaron, like Adam Aaron, like that dude. He didn't give a shit. Like, and he
he should
should care more about short sellers, but he didn't give a fuck about short sellers. Like, I can't back on him for that, because he's just like, that's part of the market. Like, it's crazy. Like Adam Aaron being the leading example of,
I do like that we got through our main our headline topic tonight as quickly as we did, because it means that we're going to have plenty of time here in a bit after I get through this first part to talk about SCOTUS stuff. And have plenty of time to do it. I think which
I've been up since 6 a.m. and I had a softball game and then double booked all day. Like, you're gonna put me to sleep with this, and I promise. Like, I'm just gonna
trust me. I got plenty of fun baggy stuff.
Sit here like Trump with my eyes closed and be like,
someone's gonna fucking drop
someone's
down.
Like got legs up in the background.
Yeah, and you're just
like falling asleep. I'm finding it troubling to keep my eyes open. They've got the guy's legs up behind him and shit. Like,
so this is from the beginning.
Gasoline price. I think next year we're going to go back to what we had in President Trump's first term, which was very solid, high, non-inflationary growth. So we're going to see very strong job growth. And Jesse, I think we're going to have what I call parallel prosperity. Main Street can do well, Wall Street can do well. It's been a long time since Main Street's done well, and that's what happened in Trump 1.0. Hourly workers did better than supervisory workers. The bottom 50% of households had a net worth increase that was higher than the top 10%. So we are going to see Main Street surge here along with...
That's not true at all.
Well, I'm glad you caught on, because over here we've got rising inflation and unemployment. So, also, this is before we've even recorrected the job numbers. Remember the last time we did that?
They did beat on job numbers.
Yeah, well, last time they beat on job numbers, they got revised down to nothing.
I think these are the actual.
Well, we're heading into the holiday season, so you probably
they'll be revised lower, just like the past. How many quarters?
I mean, it wasn't that great. There was the expectation was 32,000. It came in 42,000.
Yeah,
it wasn't that great.
Wait for the revisions; it'll be worse. Jobs are,
but it does give, Powell a little cushion if he decides not to cut in December.
Right. Well, and even more cushion that you can say that so long as the numbers are okay, like you said, like that, we're heading to the holiday season. There's going to be a bunch of temp hiring. We can pretend for a quarter that everything's fine and dandy and happy. Especially when we could get another $20 trillion injected into the U.S. economy by the end of the year. Okay, this is growing. So hilariously wrong on so many hilarious levels.
This is like Baggy Travis telling everyone he has what started out as 5 years of options trading, 10 years. I think
he's up to 15.
Yeah.
He's up to 15 years option trading experience.
Yeah. So Trump's like Baggy Travis.
Yeah. And for the record,
Just
and for the
inflating that
record,
number.
$20 trillion, that's a fourth of the global economy, just for the record. Like that, like this number is so obviously laughably incorrect. I don't know what to say other than sure. So since we had been off and on again about the tariffs, had you guys gotten to listen to oral arguments in the VOS selection learning resources versus Trump tariff
I heard a
oral
touch
arguments?
of it. I heard the Amy Coney Barrett talking about asking if like repaying or like refunding, I guess, the tariffs that they've already collected, or like if that would be a mess. I heard that part, but that's really all I heard.
Yeah, I have done the miracle of miracle works. I've gotten it down to like 20 minutes of the best clips out of a 2 hour and 45-minute hearing. I do miracle work here on the weekends. I don't think we
Do they
will
usually like? Can you usually listen into their oral arguments?
I believe you can, and if you can't, there are so many resources after the fact of them being posted.
Right,
Like there is a
that's what I've normally
Spotify.
seen. I didn't know that they actually had them.
Like there's a Spotify podcast channel that I follow that literally is all of the oral arguments from the Supreme Court as long as they've been doing it. So anytime there's one I want to drop in on and listen to, I can. So there you go. I do have it broken up into sections as to who is speaking and what they are roughly speaking about. They do tend to drone a bit, so we're going to turn playback speed up to what, 1.5, 1.25? What do you want to do?
1.5 is fine, I think.
1.5, okay. Wait, why is that set to the... No, that's not the one I wanted. That's the full thing. 1 second here while I fix this, because I'm pretty sure I accidentally selected the wrong one, because that's the full 2 hour one, and I don't feel like that we want to do any of that at all.
I'm already sleepy.
There we go.
But the powers that Congress was conferring on the president are best understood through the plain text of the statutes, which includes regulating.
No, I know, but some of us care about the legislative history. And so the plain text of the statute has certain verbs in it. It also has regulate commerce, as you say. And when I look at the legislative history, it appears as though Congress was trying.
I will say before we go into this, it did sound like that the entire panel was more antagonistic to the Solicitor General and the government on these arguments than it was when questioning the other parties in it. I don't want to make it seem like it sounds like the COSIS one where like it's going to come down a 9-0 decision. I think there's going to be some middle grounding done on some of this, and we can go over that as we go along or towards the end or whatever. But I do definitely get the feeling from what I have listened to that the Supreme Court was not buying what the government was selling on being able to use oh my goodness, to be able to use IEPA.
The executive order.
Yeah, to use IEPA to do tariffs, or at least not to the extent that Trump was doing it.
To give the president the authority to, quote, control or freeze property transactions where a foreign interest is involved. And in the TWIA context, that makes perfect sense because we're talking about a wartime dynamic. And what is happening is the president needs the authority to prevent trading with the enemy in the midst of a war. And that seems to be the focus of this statute. So I guess I'm concerned about just sort of taking a particular word here and there and saying that the general view of it might include raising revenue, when in fact it looks as though the aim of this was really to give the president a certain kind of authority to freeze the assets of the enemy.
And let me say two things in response to that. First, as the notion that this is a revenue-raising tactic or power, it is not. We are asserting a regulatory power. It's a delegation of power to regulate foreign commerce, the way to control.
See, this is the argument that they kept coming, that, you know, Solicitor General Sauer kept coming back to of, oh, it's, you know, it's a regulatory power. Tariffing is regulating commerce. And while, yeah, there's some side effect to, like, if you increase tariffs, it decreases imports. To call tariffs a regulatory power when its chief purpose is to generate revenue seems sus. I don't know.
course traditionally has been to tariff them. They say, well, you can impose quotas. Well, quotas are essentially economically equivalent to tariffs. So the question is, why would you be able to quota under regulate but not tariff under regulate when the tariffs are themselves regulatory? And let me turn back to the question the response I was
giving. Could the answer be that in other places where Congress wants that particular form of regulation to be used, they say impose duties. They say you can tax, Mr. President. Here they don't say that.
I'd say two things in response to that. That's the very argument that this court rejected in Algonquin. That the fact that these other specific statutes, if we
disagree with you that Algonquin is a similar context, do you have another statute or another circumstance?
And again, no, not to cite Algonquin again, but obviously we discussed the phrase adjust imports. And they said, no, the natural way to do that is to tariff them. And they specifically said it makes no sense at all to authorize quotas, which was conceded that statute did authorize, but not tariffs, because those are equivalent.
It said adjust by any means necessary, which kind of beefs up the adjust. And also, and this is actually, I just don't know the answer to this question, so maybe you can help and maybe the other side can help as well. Algonquin was very careful to always call it a license and a licensing fee, and then the oral argument that came up too, the distinction between a tariff and a licensing fee. And I can understand how in some contexts it would be very difficult. You would press on it and you would say, well, if this license fee is raising revenue, then it actually functions as a tariff. But what is the significance of that? Because in IEEPA, it also says, it refers particularly to licenses. It says you can license, and license would be a way of giving permission. That's actually the language also used in the Civil War one and what is it?
Yes, it does.
It was a license. It was a license fee, and that's a way to grant permission that you wouldn't otherwise have to trade and import and let it through. So tell me what the distinction is between licenses and fees, and if it matters.
It's hard for me to see one, because what President Lincoln said is, okay, we're going to allow imports from hostile foreign powers, basically rebellious Confederate states, of cotton subject to a license, but you got to pay 4 cents a pound of cotton when you do it. That's the condition. And that is so nearly equivalent to a tariff that says you can bring these goods to our country, but you got to pay ad valorem assessment on it. And of course, they have in their briefs conceded that quotas apply, that licensing may apply. There is the language in the beginning of 1701 that talks about instruments, or other methods, instruments, licenses.
But if that's true, why couldn't you just call this a license? And it's also true that in the cotton example, the court said the exaction itself was not properly a tax, but a bonus required as a conditioned precedent for engaging in the trade.
Power, right? Imagine this. Imagine that, for example, President Reagan wanted to convince South Africa to change its apartheid policies, and he impose tariffs on them. No one would bat an eyelash and say, well, that's too broad. That's too broad. That can't be in IEEPA. The power to tariff is fits naturally with all those powers to block, prohibit, and seize, and so forth. But they're saying this is so broad because the emergency is so broad. But of course, that's a presidential determination and there's all kinds of basis for it. And also, keep in mind that the emergency is not like just the asymmetric treatment. It's the impact of the asymmetry, the underlying conditions, the hollowing out of our manufacturing base, the vulnerability of our supply chains, and of course, our defense industrial base is vulnerability of key inputs.
Justice Jackson? So as I understand your response to Justice Barrett in that last question, you're saying that the power to tariff fits naturally with the power to block and seize. That was your example. But I guess I'm trying to understand then your argument from the text of the actual statute, because the statute, unlike what you suggested to Justice Kagan, is focused on the actual actions that the president can take. In response to Justice Kagan, I understood you to say that Congress was giving the president broad authority to act, and it was within a particular domain, which is the domain of emergencies with respect to foreign power, but the president could basically do a lot of things. But when I read the statute, it is telling the president exactly what he can do: investigate, block during the pendency of an investigation, regulate, direct and compel, nullify, void, prevent, or prohibit. And I guess what is a little concerning to me is that your argument suggests that we should see the phrase imposed tariffs in that same series of things that the president could do. We don't see that word, and instead you take regulate and say that must mean that. So I guess I'm getting back to Justice Barrett's maybe original question, which was, where else in the code has Congress used the word regulate to sub in for imposed tariffs?
TWIA, and then this court's opinions, of course, have used regulate.
Well, and this thing, and he may bring this up, I think a little bit later. I left that clip in, but he brings up TWIA, which was the predecessor to the current statute, and it was modified after Nixon had done something, which he's also using as the basis for why this power should exist to tariff. And I believe not the Solicitor General, but the other party's legal team gets into it a bit more. So it seems almost like a level of credulity that a president does an action. Congress doesn't like necessarily maybe the powers that the president took from that. They changed the law, and somehow they don't change the powers that the president has to act. I guess I don't follow what the logic would be with that. It just seems counterintuitive. Amy, if you were speeding down the street a lot and I changed the speed limit down our street, that somehow you get pulled over for breaking the speed limit, but your argument is the speed limit doesn't apply to me, which seems silly.
Regulate and import, or point out that duties are the natural way to regulate foreign commerce.
But you're saying we should not have expected to see the same level of granularity with respect to the president's authority to impose tariffs as we see here: investigate, block, direct and compel, nullify, et cetera.
I think it'd be very unusual for Congress to spell out all the ways that you can regulate in that.
So regulate becomes a big catch-all. The rest of the other things.
Well, I mean, we have a concession of that from the other side. That regulate at least includes qualitative methods, quantitative methods, quotas, licenses. You can see that regulate. There's a lot in regulate that's not spelled out there. And our point is, you don't need to spell out tariffs because that's like of all of them the most natural, the most quintessential method of regulating imports.
And yet, many presidents have not used regulate in this way to impose tariffs. I understand you point to President Nixon. We have licenses from Lincoln, but
as
no one else.
Justice Kavanaugh, presidents who are faced with international crises to which tariffing is the natural response, that's President Nixon and President Trump have invoked this authority. And also, frankly, President Trump invoked this authority in May of 2019 as well.
Can I ask you one question?
Historically attested than they can see. Of course, President Nixon interpreted this to include a tariffing power, a tariffing-like power, and then Congress a few months later reenacted the language without change, and that's powerful evidence of congressional acquiescence. So that immediately historical background is very powerful, and it's buttressed, of course, by sources going back to the founding, where we say the phrase regulated importation. A quintessential application of that is the power to tariff, and they can see.
Let me just ask one more question about the unusual threat. So in your conversation with Justice Gorsuch, that we had the climate change tariff hypo, and you indicated that there would be challengers to the notion that that was an unusual and extraordinary threat. And I'm just wondering, under your position, would they be able to make a legal challenge? Are you saying the court would not be able to review
on that particular?
I just want to briefly intercede because I did cut out that that hypothetical, but basically one of the, I think they said Gorsuch had made a hypothetical that said, if say a Democratic president or a future president, I don't think he specified Democrat, but if a future president decides that, because of global warming being an emergency situation, emergency threat, that they could use the tariff powers in IEEPA to regulate tariffs because of the crisis of global warming. And Solicitor General Sauer, to his credit, said, yeah, and there would be, and because it is a determination of the president, you would have to give deference to the president, and you wouldn't be able to change that. So this big grant of power that the Supreme Court seems to continue to give is kind of cuts both ways, and I think that's one thing that I don't think that a lot of people who are like supporting some of these grants of power that the administration has been reaching for don't understand that they can cut both ways. But I think that pretty much kind of gets what I wanted to out of that. One silly thing before we move on to some lesser public events news. Did you guys see that Trump wants the Commanders to name their new DC stadium after him?
No.
Fantastic.
Let's see here. Where are we? So, did you guys happen to see
pay for that with Trump bucks?
Oh yeah. Well, with Trump coin, we'll make that the currency.
The $250 bill with his face on it.
So did you guys see the whole OpenAI fiasco that happened this week?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently what it was is they wanted a backstop in case their aggressive investments in AI infrastructure go sour. To be fair, this was a statement by OpenAI's CFO. Immediately, David Stacks came out and said, actually, no, we're not thinking at all about an AI bailout or anything like that. And then quickly you had Sam Altman and OpenAI come out and say, we're not looking for it. We were just suggesting that maybe the CHIPS Act should be expanded to incorporate certain things, and try to dust over the misunderstanding. But
didn't he say that it should be the government who's taking
Yeah, like the government had been investing previously in some of these companies like Intel and stuff like that. So it wasn't necessarily like a straight up like traditional bailout, but let's be kind of honest here, a bailout. One of the things that, show of hands here, who hates Zero Hedge? I absolutely do, because it's fucking garbage. They had this article here about The Big Short 2.0, where Deutsche Bank is apparently shorting AI stocks to hedge data centers and suggesting that there's something nefarious about that. But it's like, if you think that it's a highly risky and highly volatile thing and you want to hedge it out of your portfolio, like I don't get it. Like what's the problem here? Like people do this all the time with like the S&P, where they'll buy like something like SPY and then they'll short to hedge out the parts of the S&P they don't want to get the exposure they want. Like I'm confused as to what the issue here is. What is the intrinsic threat? Maybe I'm just weird. Also, Elon Musk got his pay package. I think we talked about that last week, that despite all the news that was coming out that there would be institutional investors against that, I'm not particularly surprised he got it. I don't know if any of you guys are. I'm going to take that as no. Yeah.
I'm not surprised that he got it. No.
Definitely not.
This one I'm going to toss to you, Platinum, because you said you were following the First Brands bankruptcy, right? Or was that another one I was thinking of?
Yep. The First
Brands,
Brands, yeah.
And like some of these posts that from Junk Bond Investors just made me think that this is like the craziest thing ever. So they were leasing office furniture?
Sure, yeah. And I guess like one of their creditors, like the largest creditor, I guess, is for office furniture. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
yeah. And some of it was like one deal had like 580% implied returns. Like, what are we doing
How
here?
is that possible? It's very weird. But I guess the leasing company also had like a rap video that they've now taken down off YouTube.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad you did that because I was about to segue to that. Like, what is this?
Yeah, 1.9 billion.
If someone can get me that rap video, I'll take it. I'll take it.
What rap video?
The leasing company that they made a rap video about the leasing game. Yeah, and they have since taken it down because I clicked on it. It was like in the comments here, and I clicked on it to listen to this amazing rap video. Yep, right there. Gone. It's gone. That's what I said. I was like, no.
Damn it. Someone needs to go get this
got
now.
It somewhere.
I'm putting out the sirens for
help. Get us this video, please.
Someone definitely did a screen grab.
Yeah, I replied to that unavailable video. Sad.
So previously we had talked about Kenvue and Tylenol, and there was other issues that hit because I think last week they got hit with a UK lawsuit dealing with the talcum powder issue again. But looks like that.
Yeah, but talcum powder is the Johnson & Johnson.
Right, but they spun out some of that.
No way.
Oh boy, you better give us a link. But apparently Kimberly-Clark is going to buy out the company. The current valuation, because it's a part share, part cash transaction right now, is looking about like, let me look here.
2101.
Well, 2101 was at the share price that it was announced at before the share price folded like a fucking poorly assembled piece of IKEA furniture down.
What do you mean?
I mean, it went from, it's like $16 right now.
Yeah, it's almost, it
no,
went over 17
not Kenvue. I mean, Kimberly.
Oh,
Kimberly
yeah, Kimberly.
Yeah, because it's a cash and share transaction. The current valuation was 21, and then Kimberly-Clark dropped by like $25 on the announcement of the deal, which revaluates the deal at basically what I have in my spreadsheet is currently $18.69. Currently, it's trading at $16.88, which means that there's some skepticism in this deal closing.
Well, this deal isn't, I mean, it's not even like set to close until like, I think, second quarter 26?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they probably have some regulatory stuff that they need to take care of and other things like that. Of course, they also have to get shareholder approval on both ends of it. But the current deal is that I believe, let me look at the.
Yeah, but I think, what did he say? It was going to be like accretive to the Kimberly-Clark CEO said it was going to be like immediately accretive to like I don't even remember how much it was. It was a lot. Sorry.
But I'm going to be off Tuesday, so I'll probably work a little bit harder on this spreadsheet and maybe do a video about it because I still have shares and I would love to see this deal go down because it is the current deal, even at its like revaluation because the shares dropped, is at a premium to my cost basis. So, we'll take it. But
yeah, I
now
got some more shares. I had
I've been buying this since that psycho.
Well, I figured that's what was going to happen is like even if it doesn't go back up to $20, there's someone who's going to buy it at this discount. It's kind of ridiculous. So currently it's for each share of KVUE, you get 1.5 roughly shares of Kimberly-Clark and plus $3.50 for the grand total.
1.5 shares of isn't Kimberly-Clark trading out?
No, not 1.5. Sorry, 0.15. Excuse me.
I was like,
I moved the decimal point over one. Sorry about that.
Like, I don't think that's right.
0.15 share.
Yeah.
So for every roughly 10 shares, you get 1.5. So, it's not a bad deal. But we'll keep an eye on that as things go along. We now, I believe, have time for our murderers row of grifters, hustlers, and people we've talked about formerly on the show. You know who we haven't talked about in a long while?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Beast, for sure.
Yeah. He apparently is starting a theme park in Saudi Arabia. Hopefully it isn't like some of these like vaporware projects that have happened in Saudi Arabia before. You guys have any plans to book tickets when it eventually opens?
No shot.
No interest to going to Saudi Arabia. All right.
I mean, even if it was in like Florida, I still wouldn't go.
Right.
Wouldn't take your kids either, Amy?
Wouldn't know.
Andrew Tate promoting online gambling. I think this is the least thing to be concerned about, but at the same time, not surprising. Got to pay those legal fees as they stack up. This one was brought to you by Amy, dude who lied about his work credentials and stole from his former employer and was sued successfully for it. Wants to talk to you about SNAP benefits as if he has any authority to talk about them. Amazing.
Yeah, but like that.
I grew up for a short period of time on the food stamp program as well, so I can sympathize with that. The truth of the matter is we have to have an honest conversation. We are all for, I think, at this table, a safety net. But the safety net cannot become a safety couch, a safety jacuzzi, and then a safety Tempur-Pedic.
What? Who is getting a jacuzzi off a stamp?
You can barely hear the end. I think it says a safety jacuzzi, and then he says a safety Tempur-Pedic.
Okay.
I think you have to rewind it. You have to go back a little bit, but I think that's the last thing he says.
Yeah, he does. I think.
What? What are you saying?
A safety jacuzzi and then a safety
Tempur-Pedic. He's done before he gets sort of cut off.
Is he like insinuating that they're using their SNAP benefits to buy couches and jacuzzis and Tempur-Pedics, or is he just saying they're like making themselves at home with SNAP?
Right. I think that's the intent here, but it's so ridiculous how he goes about saying it. And
why is he even on this show?
I get when he's on Fox News and Fox Business because they don't care about. Well, I mean, Bill Pulte's a nobody, and he gets airtime on Fox Business all the time. How he got to CNN, I have no fucking idea. In fact, I clapped at that. What? Why are you giving this fucking oxygen thief airtime on CNN?
I mean, like your funds literally got destroyed. Who are you to be politically commenting on anything?
This was a brief thing that was brought up. Yeah. What I think is like, it's not just it was denied. That in and of itself is kind of funny. It was denied because the panel The petition for panel rehearing is denied because no member of the panel or judge in the regular active service requested the court to be pulled for rehearing en banc. You have to you have to have approval. Funny enough, that having access to Chat GPT does not make you smarter than the average lawyer, PJ Matlock.
Well, this is about as smart as, releasing your entire legal team, going pro se, and filing a filing before the judges even approved it. So, I mean, you're doing great, man. I think you're going to win.
Absolutely, 100%. We got also a different one from Guru Leaks. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals affirms judgment against stock pumper and dumper Michael B. Beck, who I'd never heard of.
Michael M. Beck.
Yeah, Michael M. Beck, sorry.
Big Money Mike? I don't know who that is. And his mother?
Yeah.
The mother was in on it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The SEC demonstrated that Beck knowingly and recklessly made material misstatements or omissions in connection with the offer, purchase, or sale of securities in interstate commerce, also known as pumping and dumping.
Mom.
What you doing, Mom? This one was just one that I happened to find funny that I'd caught. This is just normal YouTube stuff. So fitness company asks fitness YouTubers to do a review of their product, or he offered. They gave him the product. He did a shitty review, and they sued him for defamation.
Look at what it says. He created a video called "This is the worst product I've ever reviewed" and calls the machine a pile of shit.
Yeah, what they're trying to sue him over. I've got the full complaint right here. We don't need to spend a whole lot of time on it, but some of the stuff they go into.
What is the equipment? What did he ask for?
It was some sort of.
And does he have a big
Vulcan's,
channel?
Defendants' engagement with Vulcan. Some years ago, defendants applied to Vulcan in North Carolina to become an affiliate and entered into an affiliate program. Oh no, this wasn't I want to review your shit. This is you got paid to be an advertiser.
Does he have a big channel?
I don't know, because the channel's let me see if it's on here. Vulcan and its products. Well, let's see here. Veteran-owned company, registered business, 7 years, built an excellent reputation among. Yeah. What's your product? Product is a Talus all-in-one. Oh, it's one of those all-in-one gyms kind of things.
No. What's the YouTuber's name?
No. You were wondering what the product was. So I was trying to find.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, okay.
Just parties. Defendant Gluck's Gym is upon information be Gluck's Gym.
Gluck's
on
Gym.
YouTube.
Okay. Calls it a piece of shit. It's amazing.
Sometimes honesty. Hey, here we go. I'm working. I'm working with us here.
I cut 14 different pairs of bumper plates in half. From Rogue, Rep Fitness, Titan, Bells of Steel.
There we go. But some of the stuff was they were saying he, there was equipment that he said he couldn't do certain things with it. It's and they talk about other attachments and things like that. But if you didn't provide him that for the review, then
almost 100K followers, right?
So yeah, it's not it's a small fry YouTube channel. It's 88,000 subs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, best of luck to you. I get the feeling that that's not going to work out for them too hot. So
it's funny.
Just throwing it out there. So we are now in the meme stock roundhouse with only 1 hour in. So we're making lightning fast time this week. I'm impressed. A lot of it had to deal with, we didn't have a lot of mainstream stories, but that means we got plenty of time for the meme stocks. This I thought was an interesting 5 years later, almost, I guess. We're coming up on 5 years. We're not quite there yet. In meme stock world, a lot of these not doing so.
I think I had this bookmark as a stupid tweet of the week.
Well, why? Because he's just highlighting how the stocks.
Well, because it's the epitome of what we talk about. But It wasn't a good one, so it's not going to be my.
It didn't make the cut. So, are you getting in on this poll party, Platinum?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. There were a lot of good jokes going around there. I'll let you know if you can find the juvenile humor hidden within.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Poll party.
Oh, we don't need. I need to work that out.
I mean, I still don't. I don't even want to know.
So it was earnings season. We got some earnings. This is sort of GameStop adjacent because they do sell collectibles and stuff like that. Funkopops put in its recent filing that they have a going concern issue. I barely knew ye and probably won't miss you, to be honest, as far as the whole Funko Pops thing. What are you guys' opinions on Funko Pops?
I mean, I have a couple, but...
Oh, I don't have any.
Yeah. My little sister got me some for Christmas, so whatever.
I mean, they're just little figurines, right?
Yeah. It's now time of the show to go down GameStop conspiracy road.
Maybe Ryan Cohen should use some of his cash and acquire them. You can get them at a discount.
Yeah, he could make. Hey, they've got a couple
Don't
billion.
They sell them at GME, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they've been like the insanity around Funko Pops as a collectible has been.
I feel like they were like in one. Weren't they like a big deal?
I don't know what the resale market for them was though, because that was the thing with Beanie Babies is like they were kind of a generic thing, but like the
didn't they make a Ryan Cohen one?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No,
yes, they
but
did.
You can make your own Funko Pop.
I feel like they did, like around the GME craze, or somewhere around there in that time. I think they did make a Ryan Cohen one.
Well, either way, I like there's an opportunity just laying right there. Ryan Cohen should buy out Funko Pops, just acquire it for GameStop. There you go. Problem solved. We don't have to worry about the going concern with Funko Pops.
Well,
What's
then
the
all
Funko Pops?
all of the investors will be like, "Look, he made an acquisition." That's all I hear. What is he doing with all
I know,
this
right?
money?
Finally, let's see here. I got it right here for us, folks. If I can get YouTube, I mean not YouTube, but Yahoo Finance. It's currently trading at $3.33 as of close Friday, which gives it a market cap of 182 million. See, that wouldn't even touch the billions of dollars they have.
I mean, that's like,
just
might as well.
do it.
It's like pocket change for GameStop.
I know, right? Just make it happen, and then you can hire us as advisors anytime.
Just wait for them to go bankrupt and buy all
and
the
then
stuff that's out of
bankruptcy. There you go. Just get it back to me. There you go.
For pennies on the dollar.
Like, please.
Did you see their I hadn't noticed this until I watched the Hannah Reloaded stream. But
How many assets? Well, I guess. Do you have the balance sheet up? What are their assets? I'm so tired. Like, bleh.
We got 39 million on the balance sheet.
Well, they could buy that for like $5 million.
Their current shareholder equity is like kind of sad. It's only like what?
Oh, is it positive?
Yes.
Oh wow.
That's all you need to know. Yeah.
Bullish.
Yeah. Already a better acquisition.
They're better than most of the other ones we've been looking at.
Yeah.
Or that we talk about on here.
Right. Have you seen the little game cart promotion game cart they made, Platinum, with the bunny, the Game Boy Color cart?
Oh, I did see that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So apparently the idea that they are going to be soon doing baseball and basketball cards is proof that the stock is going to merge soon.
Merge with.
I assume Bed Bath & Beyond because it is a Bed Bath & Beyond baggie.
The new one?
No, that's that FTW purple guy.
Oh boy. So
I mean, there's like that guy could be a top contender for the Ultimate Baggie Awards.
I don't know. There's a lot of competition. I got sent this one. This is great. Have you seen this yet, Amy?
I think I've heard some.
Oh yeah, we were all together listening to it.
It's only 1 minute. Don't worry.
I hate it.
Oh,
It's
I
less
can't
than a
believe
minute.
this went on for 47 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
how
I
can you-
saw
like,
that he
this
had a
1
space.
minute.
I know, and
Yes.
I was like, oh, I wonder if he gave a date or something, right? So I'm just like fast forwarding through it, like trying to listen for a date, and then I just came across this minute, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me! And I just recorded it and then stopped listening.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Like I already made a short on it, so a lot of people have probably already heard it. But for those that haven't, you can go to the YouTube channel
or not.
Play
These
here.
tariffs are legal or not, right? And so that's the thing is that if the Supreme Court comes in and says, yeah, they're not legal, right? All of a sudden they're gone, right?
Yep.
And now our negotiating ability is just gone because what Trump could do is he's like, hey, so London.
Well,
you know,
first of all, second of all, London is not a country; it's a city and a country. Nice job. No, number one, like, there's nothing saying that we still can't tariff or that Trump can't do tariffs. There are ways that he can do tariffs, but a lot of them have restrictions. And of course, there's always the option that every president before him has had to do: ask Congress. Fucking.
or all these. He could say, you guys owe us a lot of money for Bed Bath & Beyond, all this other stuff, right? We can just deduct that from your tariff fee.
Wait, what?
We're going to get a distribution for the Bed Bath & Beyond baggies by using tariffs.
Wait a minute. Who does he think pays tariffs?
You see, I went for the stupidest thing, and you went for the obvious.
It's all stupid.
Tariff fees? What does he think? What does he think is happening?
He thinks that other countries pay the tariffs.
And not only that, but they also owe money for Bed Bath & Beyond. And the tariffs are a negotiation tactic, apparently.
Oh, my goodness.
It's nuts.
I mean, just like... Just kick the dude.
Oh, yeah, and just for a second, because we haven't had Michael on in a while, I have collecting sources, in case you had forgotten that he's an anti-Semitic piece of shit. Just want to get that there. Yeah, we got that. How about this one? I retweeted this with shit that didn't happen for 500, Alex, where
I mean, Gasparino has like he's never run cover for Jeffrey Epstein. What is he talking about?
Which is funny. Like let me go down the steps here. First, Michael is clapping at Gasparino for clapping about Nick Fuentes, which good. I hope he does. Nick Fuentes is a piece of shit and should burn in hell. But that aside,
all the
so
Groypers
Michael's running
rushing in
cover
here.
for one of his anti-Semitic buddies, Natch, and is trying to suggest that because he always accuses everyone of being somehow attached to Epstein, even though he likes Trump, and Trump, if anyone, has the closest one-to-one relationship with Epstein. So shut the fuck up. But while we're on the subject here, he gets like, this is his reference point of, we don't need to play this whole thing because it's right here.
Sort of been out there, but also, I mean, is that something significant that we should named?
See where it is.
Why did he sentence ramping up? There was a story in the Miami Herald that essentially said he got such a light sentence because he was cooperating with the government on Wall Street crimes. during the financial crisis, which I knew was totally wrong. And so I wrote,
That sound
the
like
first
he's running
story
for
was
cover?
the mystery deepens. And that's really the mystery. Why did he only get a year? The first time?
That is, but also
Does that sound like he's running cover for Epstein? He's literally sitting here
Never has.
questioning, why did he only get a year sentence? What the fuck is with this?
He never has.
And this is in the video that Michael submitted as evidence, supposedly, that Gasparino is running cover for Epstein. Like,
What do you say? Like, what is he saying? He's trying to hide something when he kept talking over Pulte on Liz Clayman. I didn't think it was this bad. Like, what?
I don't even see Pulte.
he imagines his own evidence
He was
for shit
trying to get
that never
Pulte to
happened.
stop bullshitting about BBBYQ.
Yeah.
And Pulte kept
Michael-
bullshitting, so he kept talking over him.
And this is stuff that Michael does all the time, where he just imagines things that had never happened, and then he presents stuff like this as proof, even though it's proof of the exact opposite. Like when he clipped all of us together and tried to make it sound like we were destroying
Well, maybe he should
evidence.
imagine a job and imagine a haircut.
Imagining a
and
job where
imagine,
you'd have to have a talent
like,
or a skill that's
a new
marketable.
shirt. And I mean, there's a whole lot of things that he should be imagining more than this.
How about imagining that Elon Musk getting his payout means that they are close to getting their distribution?
Oh, I can't.
Did I ruin someone's stupid tweet of the week? Oh
No.
my goodness.
Don't worry, he has a lot more stupider.
I know, right? I don't have time. I didn't think I'd have time for Morant, so I didn't collect really much of his stuff for the GameStop section. But I just found this one funny because the title here is Fellas, which is obviously suggesting that Morant's is exactly like PP Seeds, because like stock down 15% this month, and he's like, "We just won," which is exactly the kind of shit that PP Seeds does all the fucking time.
Well, it's a little different. They have no stock.
They have no stock, is true.
So
but
it's kind of different.
It's a little different. The hyperbole, though, is not different. Or the, like, everything is winning even when you're losing.
Yeah.
I kind of need Amy back for this one, because we're kind of in the, like, cross streams between GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond, and apparently Carl Icahn has gotten his shit pushed in on his possibly scammy Scamco company, Icahn Enterprises. And I think Amy is suggesting that means that the BBBYQ people are not getting their distribution because of Carl Icahn.
He has 2, I think, acquisitions or something like that he has to announce still, I think.
One of them was already announced. I just don't remember what it is.
All right, one left then. We got one left.
One left.
Could be anything.
But the headline of that is that he's lost nearly 75% of his net worth.
Yeah. That
This was all wrapped up in IP.
Well, yeah, obviously.
In his little Ponzi scheme kind of thing. Or at least that's what a lot of people have been accusing of.
Well, and then somebody commented on that post and said he already did. When I said, wait, does he still buy BBYQ? Somebody posted he already did.
Oh my God, and they probably
That's what happened. You got it.
And that's why he's down 75%.
Amazing.
Well, he's down 100% like that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So next up, we are in the earnings sprint. We've got a bunch of different companies who are in earnings day. The first one we're going to deal with, you guys want to take a guess?
Tesla?
The one who didn't actually do earnings this week.
Oh.
But we're supposed to.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is with this impairment charge? Like, I looked it up. So they shut down their China operations. And like their original investment in that was like between like I think 21 million and 27 million. And I didn't look to see it. Like they had talked about it, I think in maybe Q1, their Q1 earnings. I'm not sure, but I don't know if they had taken the impairment charge. So if it is from them shutting down their China operations, like and they made what 60. Their prelim numbers were 65 to 70 million. So if they're taking that whole hit, like it's gonna be pretty big. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, and especially since they admit that there was lack of reporting controls and everything.
Big yikes right there.
Yeah. It's a like if you
like
look
that's
at
a
their,
Nextbridge hydrocarbons type of thing to put in your quarterly report.
Except this isn't Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. This is supposedly a big boy company.
Yeah, this is not good.
So if you look up there,
I will say before you go continue on there, Amy, that I wanted to make one thing because I got tripped up about it because I knew at the beginning of the week they announced this, and then at the end of the week they announced it again, and I thought the reason they moved it back was nothing to do with the fact that the problem got worse. It's just they originally said they were going to file on the 11th, and then they realized, oh wait, that's a holiday, so we're moving it to the 12th.
Oh, I didn't even know that they moved it to the 12th. I mean, they were supposed to report on the 4th.
Well, they did it. They're going to announce the earnings on the 10th, I think, and then still do the earnings call on the 11th, and then have the 10Q available by the 12th.
12th, okay. So that's the entire series of events. Okay. And the original earnings was supposed to be the 4th. Okay.
Yes.
Anywho.
I'm like, this is, so if it is the China stuff, my point in that was that they've been talking about it for a while. Like it's a quantifiable number.
Right.
So like, I'm confused onto why they're having like so much issues with this impairment charge. Like why you need to delay your earnings, why you put out prelim numbers. Like, why would you do all of that if you were struggling with this? Maybe it's not the China assets, but if you look up their long held assets or whatever, there aren't many. And they have talked about in several.
Well, and they mentioned it was control issues.
Shutting down their China operations. So
well, and they did mention control issues, so it could have been that the bookkeeping around it was not what they originally thought it was, and then they went back and went, "Oh, fuck," and so But yeah, like you said, Amy, that's something that you would have thought that you would have figured that out sooner, but apparently
because it didn't just pop up. Like they've been talking about it for a while. So like I don't.
Yeah, well, the last time I looked up, they had a non-cash impairment charge, and it was for, I guess they had come out with like a fake beef jerky for a little bit, and that they ended up, I guess, discontinuing that, and they had to write the equipment down for that. So that was, I think, 2019 or something like that, but that was the last one they had.
So have you guys seen this website?
Oh God, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yes, this was clearly made using some.
I mean, does this guy have
cursor
a name?
is a rocket ship? I didn't even notice
why save the Korean guy? Like,
oh my God, this is so bad. This is so cheesy.
The tragic tale of the Korean guy. So we don't know if this guy has a name.
No, he's probably fake.
Right. It's like I'm guessing it's like probably a bot or something because like. The influx of new.
Can we stop with the screen, like the text getting like it's very disorienting. Oh my goodness.
Well, then take off the screen. We don't need to look at this.
Oh, there's a video game. Yes.
Oh, also donate now.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
Oh my gosh. People need to get jobs.
Do you think they need a job to do that? That was totally made in Chat GPT. They asked it to code.
Yeah, but someone is paying for the domain.
That's true.
And to host it.
Yeah. So they
it could be absolute bullshit. Could be absolute.
They turned
bullshit.
this random anonymous guy into a martyr that they are going to use as a rallying.
They're gonna save him.
Yeah.
Save them.
Also now beyond, I at first when I tried to look this up, I thought they had made a subreddit, but I guess they had just made an account.
Same thing. Platinum Live.
Disappointed.
Because like it's
greatly.
Disappointed, same here. I was disappointed live.
Plat's in there somewhere, in there talking.
No, I didn't even comment because
Oh, you didn't.
I was
Plat
so
gonna like post some
disappointed.
recipes.
I was saying like they should have a subreddit and then they could do like a daily post with a different
they
recipe.
had a
every day.
Reddit page by X Market News, and has X Market News ever lied to anybody before?
Every other comment on, or every other thing on there is just remember we can't talk about this stock or any other financial things or blah blah blah, because the only thing anyone cares about is if the stock's going to squeeze again, and they're just like, we can't talk about that, guys. We can't talk about that. So
Well,
they're not even talking about anything. They're just saying we can't talk about the stock.
I know. I just wanted to tell them like, please come back to Panda Express.
We just like they're just like, can you pan on there? Like, just
I
pan to
liked
the
your
top of the
guys'
thing.
popcorn chicken. I'll eat the orange chicken at Panda.
Yeah. Go back to Panda Express, please. But someone else had already commented that, so I just upvoted it and left it. Oh, my dog's flipping out.
But last time we talked about, we'll get to it when we get to AMC, but like X Market News has been on a bender this week where if there's something that happens, they have to post about it 5 times, and then they have to post about the specific ticker. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And just, it's like so fucking tiresome every time this account pops up.
Oh, guess what? Next week, though, is GNS lawsuit by the 15th. That's Saturday. The GNS lawsuit, remember?
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot
about?
about it because they constantly
Well, yeah, because
spammed
they've been
when I don't
posting all
care.
day today about how next week is the short sellers are going to get exposed.
Oh, is that
or
why
blah,
they
blah,
were
blah.
posting about how the short sellers were going to get exposed? I made fun of that by saying that the whole GNS thing had been a nothing burger up to this point. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, in June, they were in final review.
and they spent the next 5 months just banging on every day about it.
Yeah, and it'll be filed by the 15th,
We
which
should
is
do
Saturday.
over-under. Yeah, we should do over
Oh,
under
my
if they file it.
It's kind of weird that they even made it a Saturday. Like, why not the 14th? But
oh my goodness, he found it! Oh my goodness, breaking news! Breaking news!
Oh my God, yes.
This is from the office.
Plate of grilled bacon. Call a man twice just to see what was shaking. Yo, Mike, our town is dope and pretty. So check out
No, this isn't it.
It's office. I dislike you now very much, Gob.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you do this?
Okay, I was like,
I
that's
was
the
expecting-
office. What are we talking about?
How dare you do this to me? I trusted you. You ruined my trust. I'm gonna have to.
You're in trouble, Gob.
Anyway, so back to our subject here. So now we have the Project Popcorn version for what do we call them for Beyond Me? The people who think that we should sue the company because they stole our money, yada yada yada.
Money.
It's not that we made a terrible investment.
Because you bought it at $7.
There's no catchy like thing. It was just they did a debt for equity swap. So it's not like there was some secret code name thing like Project Popcorn.
Debt for equity.
Okay. you listened to liars on the internet and lost your money. Like, it's tale as old as time.
Well, to be fair, there was a lawsuit, or they're asking for people.
Yeah,
to
they
help
want
them
to
with
have
a
a
lawsuit
lawsuit.
under investigation.
2023. That's when they had the announcement for the write down. Because if you actually click on that, they talk about the 2023 write down here, which I was like, why are they even bringing that up? Like, see, in late 2023, the company went through a global operations review. Like, that already happened. So what are they talking about? Like, this is a new write down.
The new one is, I think it's attributed to the China thing, which I don't think was happening in 2023.
No. They already got that all done. Like, that's already done. It's in the 10K.
There was one.
I mean, these guys are like they like,
Yeah, stock drops are like
feast on this stuff, and that's not when I posted that. That's not. I wasn't even posting about that lawsuit. I thought they were looking into the impairment charge, which I'm curious about myself. Like, why is it being so?
Yeah, what's taking so long?
Yeah. But
it'll be curious. I will say that I was very disappointed that I forgot to get a screen cap of this because X Market News had posted like, because, okay, first of all, before we get to this, I need to find the one, where is it? Because there was where is it? Shoot. But there was, Trump basically announced that he was investigating all the beef producers and stuff like that and stuff. And so all the Bed Bath, all the Beyond Meat, all the Beyond Meat. There's too many Beyonds in our story. All the Beyond Meat baggies were like, oh man, this is bullish for Beyond. We're like, Trump's going after the meat producers. And so, of course, that totally is not how that's going to draw out. But X Market News made this post of I can't remember, basically took the MAGA thing, except tried to turn it into something pro Beyond Meat. It's like make vegan great again or something like that. And I made the joke that, does this mean that we can call all the meme stock MAGA types soy boys now? And of course they deleted afterwards, which is, dang it. I missed.
They're deleting a lot of their posts now.
Yeah, I've noticed. I might have to start actually screen capping shit because like they're getting pretty bad about it. Tony is pointing out another X Market News horse crap of the day, talking about the SI and beyond. And Tony points out the crazy thing is that at 25.7 SI, the cost to borrow is still only 3%. Yeah, funny enough, when you dilute the shit out of your stock, it makes it really liquid for short sellers that even you can have this rather high SI, but like your stock's stupid liquid. I can get it. And the cost to borrow is stupid low. Like, think of AMC. This is a company that like it doesn't have that high of an SI, but at times it has. But like the cost to borrow is like basis points, like it's sub 1%. Like it's really easy because Adam Aaron has diluted a fuck ton of shares. So like, yeah, that would be the issue here, is like, so who cares what SI is? It's like the cost to borrow is so low.
Also, the cost to borrow is different in every broker.
Every broker, depending on how available the shares are.
Like even in Fidelity, which never has shares ever for anything, and then the cost to borrow is usually higher than everything. There were shares available, and it didn't even tell me there was any cost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Schwab was like,
oh my God,
we're not even going to charge you.
Your dog is barking at 741. That's why it's all agitated. So the next hopium hype, like, where is this even coming from that they're talking about Bed Bath and Beyond? Beyond Meat. Again, there's too many Beyonds in our storyline. Beyond Meat being acquired. I keep doing it every night. Either I need less alcohol or more alcohol to remember. I don't know which. Probably less, but I'm going to do more. So yeah, I don't know where all the, like, this is the same hopium that we see for everyone that gets bagged in these shit codes. They come up with the new story of something with like, I'm glad we're in agreement. Excellent. We'll keep going. Then I think you had been talking back and forth on this one, Amy. This is just another hedging situation, right? With the whole JP Morgan reports 1.32 million call position and
they owned
Beyond Meat.
They were debt owners. They were bondholders.
There you go.
They also had shares, and they sold 17% of their shares, but you won't see people reporting that.
Of course not, because that's FUD.
They had the 2027 debt.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even fully looked into it. That's like I think you're talking about the one where I said there's several reasons, but it's most certainly a hedge.
Yeah.
And it is, because they had the debt. And they were part of the debt exchange.
You know what X Market News is also really great about nothing burger posts.
Literally nothing.
Like, they got awarded 4.4 million shares, guy. There was some people that were actually posting and suggesting that why would they trying to make it sound like they had bought.
Yes, do you see the post that said that insiders have bought 5 million shares? I was like,
and they were trying to say, why is the company doing so bad if they bought? It's like they were given those shares.
They only buy for one reason. It's like, well, they didn't even buy, so.
It's our favorite topic too, Tony.
Buying for the squeeze, right?
Yeah, Beyond Lights are actually insane.
You just missed yourself being on the
JPM.
show. You missed your own cameo. Oh, what's next? We have another company on our list here of it's Shitco earnings week. What's our next company?
Kind of the same with like Adam Aaron, right? They're like, Adam Aaron doesn't buy any shares. I'm like, why the fuck would he buy shares, dude? Like, he gets all kinds of shares. Like,
oh boy.
Well, hey, Tony correctly guessed the secret phrase. Ding, 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 ding.
Open is the password.
They're all doing it. This is
Tony guessed the secret password
this is
for
the
our
new
next.
Shitco shuffle is to issue
goodness.
a warrant dividend.
Well, and also do like a debt, another debt for equity.
Yeah, the open offering is a real peach.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was just like when I was reading the SEC filings, I thought that was just for an employee benefits thing. That was an actual.
The 180 million shares? No.
No.
Well, why don't you let me see here, because I think there was a tweet where you guys were talking about it. Let me go find that, and then we will start talking about.
Well, I made a tweet about it.
Boom.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm all over it.
And then Amy retweeted me. I was like, okay, good. Like, then I'm reading this
I'll let
correctly.
you guys have the let you guys have the floor. This is your.
Well, look at it. So they sold 180 and change million shares, right, for $6.56. Okay, which was $1.2 billion. And then they used that entire amount, the $1.2 billion, to purchase back the $263.5 million of their notes. In other words,
So
all they
paid
did was
principal and interest to pay down the debt. Yeah.
Well, they just traded, that many shares for the debt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was, the math turns out to be $1.46 per share, really, but that
Which is really funny because what is
great
Open
headline
trading at right now?
Well, when
Well,
people
everybody
saw
thinks
that it was a
it priced
private
at-
placement for $6.50, whatever.
Right. Everybody
Yeah.
thinks it's priced at $6.56.
Do we need to play the tacking song again, the diss track for the open people? Do you need to make a special one for the open people? Or did they get that these shares are free trading?
One where they issued the
Well,
2030 notes, but regardless,
for
like
them to lie
everybody thinks
about
it was
the free trading part.
$6.50. It priced at $6.56 a share, but when you do the math, because it's sort of this circular thing where the proceeds from the offering are being used to repurchase, and it turns out to be that $1.46 a share.
Yeah. So people are like, oh, look at them. They got a premium for their shares. And it's like,
So
okay,
they think
maybe
the
they got a
floor-
premium, but they also paid a premium to pay off this debt. So it doesn't really matter.
So did you also happen to know anything about the warrants other than it's a scaling warrant structure? So there's like the K series warrants that are $9 strike.
Okay. Did you notice
then
that
13
it spells
PA.
out KAZ as in Kaz, as in their CEO?
You also found one of the secret phrases. Martin Scully also has a thought on
Yeah,
that.
that is a yikes. Mhm. I agree with that. I double that yikes.
But yeah, like tiered warrant structure just sounds
Like, okay.
Weird.
Yeah,
Like baggy
basically.
shit.
Mm-hmm. Like it's like award tiers. It's like, here, if we stick the carrot out here far enough, maybe we can get them to drag us to like share prices yet unknown and undiscovered.
So who gets what? Because I didn't even look into the warrant thing. Who is getting what?
So let's see here.
Because it looks like they
each.
Uh-oh, she's fading away.
I am fading.
November 20th, 2026. It says here, accelerated warrant agreement for a particular series of warrants. If within any period of 30 consecutive trading days after the distribution date, there are at least 20 trading. What the?
Whatever. We can figure it out by next
$9 per
week.
share.
Well,
No, it's
9
right there.
and then
Go up.
So it's some
13.
sort of VWAP thing, and if you hit a VWAP on
17.
on the strike, then there are new shares, new warrants issued for the new strike.
Oh, they're going to receive 3. Hold on, go back up. 3 series. So everybody's going to receive 1 of each
Okay.
for every 30 shares
Okay.
they have. So they're going to get a K, an A, and a Z. Oh boy.
Okay. Sure.
Whatever.
I also found this one funny that apparently Eric Jackson was clapping at Bucko Capital, and so he clapped back about the current return on investments. That's the post. I mean, I don't
Well,
think
their
you should be
earnings were,
surprised.
I mean, like they reported like 900 million in revenue or in sales, right? But then they guided
look
for
here.
like they
Not
guided
it
for
was 915 million in
Right.
revenue. They lost 90 million.
but they guided for Q4 for like 500 and something million.
Oof.
hmm
Yuck.
Yeah.
And that's what really killed them. All right.
Well, until they announced
The dilution
well the offering, and
extraordinaire.
then they announced like
Which was really funny because like shortly after, like they really dipped, and then the next day they completely recovered most of their losses. It was
because
just
they
like,
think
because
that the
they
offering
announced
priced
the
at $6.56,
Exactly.
which was just the closing price
Of the day
of
before.
the day before. But so they said that it was like a thing came out that was like the open offering price at $6.56.
Yeah, private placement for 656. Open raises $1.2 billion. But then nobody like reads the second paragraph.
Exactly.
all right.
So that
So
1.2 billion is already gone.
all right, we've
So
gotten
shenanigans.
we've covered Beyond.
But at least they're not
covered-
lying about them not being in the free float yet.
Oh, it's coming.
yet.
We'll wait for this week.
All right, so we've covered Beyond. We've taken care of Open. What is our next shitco earnings?
AMC.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. But they are coming out with cookies.
Oh yeah, cookies that I'm not driving to Kansas City for.
No.
Look, I tried to explain this to you, Adam. I will buy your popcorn because I can go right down
Oh, yeah.
to the store and buy it.
Yeah, and
I
it's
am
good, I
not
heard.
driving an hour for one of your theaters. Either put one where I live. You're missing out on some key revenue figures in a key marketing opportunity. Net loss of was it 300 million?
Yeah.
Yikes. Cash on hand is exactly that. Things looking kind of ugly here.
Did they have a vote yet to vote for
No,
more
that's coming up.
decision?
I'm sure Tony can tell
wow.
specifically when.
It's in I think it's in December, I think, at some point.
I want to say.
Yeah. Well,
at the shareholders
we'll
meeting.
see how that goes. I mean,
You know, it's a bright day when the best. See, actually, I was bad with the math there because I was looking at adjusted numbers. Really, they have like a quarter or two of cash on hand, so that dilution gonna be really helpful. Expect the dilution to come right.
Adam Aaron has been saying it. Like, it's not a surprise. He already said they need it in order to continue the business.
There you go.
Yeah,
Don't quote him on it because he says or so, but look, look. I make this spelling error all the time when I make dilution posts. I believe that with meme stocks, it is both delusion and dilution. It's they're together. That's why I keep doing the spelling error. Trust me on that one. That's how that works.
Look at X Market News's bio though right now. November 15th.
I didn't even
few days away.
Well, if you look actually at the banner, it's like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Boy.
This is like dealing with fucking children.
Yeah. And I mean, if people vote no, like it's gonna be the same thing.
Have y'all seen all of the
as
pictures?
Yeah, because
of
metamaterials.
Have y'all seen all the real pictures of the cookies floating around? They don't look like that.
I mean, I would eat it anyways. Like
Some of them
I love a
like,
chocolate chip cookie.
I'll have to look at them because some of them looked a little, I don't know, like they weren't bad. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer
I mean, they're
my
just like
cookies.
the frozen, like Otis
Oh, yeah,
Spunkmeyer, whatever things, right? Like, I mean, it's not, they're not like reinventing the wheel here.
Oh, November 15th is a
Cookies.
GNS lawsuit. Fuck
And
around,
everyone's losing
find
their
out.
minds about the like cinema sweets, like strawberry sour rings or whatever. And I'm like, look,
November 15th.
I'm glad you guys can still find things to be excited about. But
Oh,
like,
did they add up?
Cards
That's a
add up
good
to 15.
question,
There you go.
Tony.
Oh my goodness.
Did
He
they?
cracked the code.
Oh my goodness. And then watch, it won't even come out by the 15th.
Cracked the Uno code. Yeah, I bet it's
No, it's
another
better.
Duckenberger,
It has
and
to.
it will never happen.
No, it has to come out by the 15th. They've put it off so much. Like, it has to.
Like, I guarantee you nothing happens.
has to.
It'll be
It
so
has
fun.
to. It has to. I'm telling you.
So let me think here. There was something I was on the top, but yeah, because of the dilution, all of the normal characters are back. Ethan's back.
Oh God.
Jabbering on.
Telling people
All
to
of
vote
them
no?
are- yes, all like the Project Popcorn baggies are all out there.
Is he
You'll
short?
never convince them to vote no on it now.
Well, yeah, and especially now that earnings came out and pretty much
Has
said
Spencer
the company's
posted?
dead.
Because he's the one that's gonna.
I haven't been paying too much attention to him, and I don't think he's been paying that much attention to AMC because he's been too busy jerking off to bed to
Oh my God.
Beyond Me.
Don't do it
Can't
again.
stop.
Don't do it again.
It's like, that Fiona can't quit you.
Don't do.
We've been talking about it for how many years now?
I know, right?
Don't do the visual presentation again. Can't take it.
But yeah, all the normal characters are back out on AMC. It's kind of funny. We'll be getting to some of that here in a second.
I think the funniest thing is the fact that they're all like super against voting yes, which is just like crazy. Like, sure, I would be against voting yes if I was short.
How about you just sell your shares? Just sell your shares. Like, what?
Well, that's
are
not
you
even the funniest thing. The funniest thing is that after all of this time, Chris Loika, so they reported. So you know, like when you for EPS when it's negative, it's got parentheses.
The parentheses.
Right, there's not a negative sign, right? So they reported negative 22 parentheses at 22, and the street expected negative 21, and Chris thought, and Chris was looking at that and said, "Oh, well, they beat there."
Oh boy. I mean, I guess.
It's not a beat.
Why
No,
are you
not
guys
a beat.
taking advice from people who admit they have brain damage? Chris Soika,
Why
BAM
has it
investor.
been
Why?
this many years and they don't know?
But
parentheses are negative.
But guys, we have.
I don't
a
even
new
know that. I
age-
don't even know if it's that he doesn't know that the parentheses mean negative. I just think they're just like spot 22 is higher than spot.
Yeah, it's a higher
21.
number, right?
And I'm like, let's go the other way.
But guys, I have something. We've been beating the desk all this time about freaking Nelson Willis's lawsuit, but I have a gem for you. A new AMC lawsuit. A new AMC lawsuit.
Oh boy.
This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion.
If you're not familiar with Donahue George, he is my favorite disbarred attorney. And he's got a new RICO lawsuit. RICO!
RICO!
I'm too tired.
Oh.
Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notification on. And if you hit the FTX and Sam Bankman
Double
Fried
check and
for those
quickly
400
click.
Yeah, just unsubscribe, please, from this.
Like, holy shit, am I still listening to this guy?
million counterfeit AMC tokens that they were using as false locates in order to rob and steal from AMC shareholders, retail investors, pension funds.
That's right. This old as sin fucking DDD about the tokenized securities on FTX being locates for the naked shorts is what he's suing about.
All it is, like, in today's terms, or maybe what people will understand, like, you can go on Pump Fund right now and make an AMC token, right? somebody just did that same thing before Pump Fund, and however many they think were trading for AMC shares. Like, how is this still a thing?
It's
Where
still a thing.
they think that, like, I mean, you can just create this shit, and like,
Oh boy.
So he's suing. He's
stuff to get
suing.
left out of court.
He's suing Sam Bankman-Fried, Caroline Ellison, Alameda Research, FTX, and of course the DTCC and FINRA, along with John Doe's 1 through 50.
Because they deal in crypto. Okay, perfect.
Wait, hold on. Go up. Because I feel like I already know. Go down.
John Doe's.
Keep going. Down a little bit more. Like right around. Oh, never mind. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
So here's the funny thing is, like, we already know that they're not tokenized. Like, people inside FTX admitted they're not connected. Like, they were just unsecured tokens. But on top of that,
it like someone created.
Here's the thing that cuts back against him is he admits here that they were unbacked. So if they're unbacked, you can't use them as well. We know you can't use derivatives as locates. We know that from the Savvy lawsuit. But like, if they were unbacked, doesn't that kind of like detach that they had any bearing on the price of anything?
Well, yes, because like their main thing is that they were backed by the stock.
Allegedly.
That's what they think. I don't know. Platinum, you talked to Brett Harrison. What did he say?
So he said that what did he say? That they're U.S. So he was the president of FTX U.S.
It was never in the U.S., right? Wasn't it in like Sweden or something?
Bahamas.
Something like that. He said that like whatever, you couldn't trade it in the like U.S. citizens couldn't trade it from what I remember. Like I don't even know.
No, so this is almost like the freaking Brazilian depository receipts nonsense.
It was only in like I think they even if like did they even open it because they did? I think I remember it being like only in Sweden.
Yeah, I think they were like held in a brokerage in Sweden. I want to say that's what he said. And what else? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first claim of relief. I'll go into this in depth. Maybe one of these times I like have a stream where I'm just joking around, but like this, we're not gonna spend too much time on it. His claims of relief. First count is securities fraud. Hey, Platinum, what happens to security fraud claims that claim RICO?
I don't know.
You don't get to do that.
Oh,
you can't, like, under the SLURA, you can't make.
Right.
You can't do RICO if you're charging securities fraud. Sorry. Same with market manipulation, also violation reg show. That's also securities and common law fraud. Maybe you can do that, but you can't do civil RICO if it's securities based. Sorry. Try again next time. He also asked for. That's not what I want. He also asked for a preliminary injunction to enjoin what? Like, okay.
Who was a 50 John and Jane? Is it John Does or Jane Does?
50,
like
1 through 50.
Who?
Yeah, well, that's why it's John Doe's. We don't know yet. So here's my problem. Okay, it's law time. So do you guys remember the standard, the 4-part test for injunctive relief? I know we've gone over it here a lot of times. I just want to see if you guys remember. No? Okay, I'll do it. So, has to be irreparable harm. And money damages cannot be irreparable harm because we can just give you money to, to fix the harm. Has to be that balance of equities. irreparable harm, balance of equities, likelihood of success on the merits, and public interest. All right. So he says, first of all, that there will be irreparable harm. Let's see, what was his reason for irreparable harm? Yes. Plaintiff is likely to succeed on the merits. We already know that he's lost on that one because this is conspiratorial nonsense. The continued presence of synthetic... Okay, his misunderstanding of what irreparable harm here is hilarious. Plaintiff faces irreparable harm. The continued presence of synthetic AMC tokens in circulation suppresses plaintiff's remaining AMC share value. This ongoing price distortion cannot be remedied solely by money damages. Bullshit. Bullshit. Price, value. We're talking money. The value difference between what the share price is now and what it should be had there not been this alleged manipulation. That is all money. That is not irreparable harm, dipshit. You went to law school. I haven't. How do you not know this? Anyway.
Well, he did get disbarred.
That's a fair point. He got disbarred for stealing client money, just to be clear.
During the housing crisis.
Perfect.
So I did find out more about the Nelson Willis case. So we thought that he had paid the money. It turns out I did pull the petition notice on here. It's not on, I don't know why it didn't end up on Pacer, but I did pull it. Turns out they were asking him if he had paid the fee before they can continue with his writ of mandamus. So he hasn't shown proof to the appellate court that he's paid the $200. So this do not pass go. Do not collect $200. In fact, fucking pay us $200, please, bitch.
For the sanctions or for the filing?
For the sanctions.
Yeah, for the sanctions.
So he's filed and paid he also hasn't paid the filing fee because they also ask him, where's the money for the fee, or are you planning on going in papyrus? So like he hasn't done anything. This is going nowhere. I have a feeling.
Maybe Ethan can try to get a GoFundMe going for it.
I know, right? So this is going to be a speed run of AMC baggy stupidity. I tire of people in the meme stock community who talk about the Fed reverse repo and repo market without having a single fucking clue how that operates and how it has nothing to do with liquidity for their shitco stock. It has everything to do with security exchange and monetary exchange. And I just cannot be bothered to spend the time on this right now, but because it requires going into depth beyond posting 3 sentences on Twitter and declaring you won. Because
liquidity is drying up really fast.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for anybody. You think that means you win? A drying up of the US dollar liquidity is a good thing? It's it's illiterate morons trying to do economics when they can't even get through economics 101. You're trying to do 4th year economics. Sit down, shut up, go back to coloring in the lines.
It's just I mean, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So this window, that yet another time when the BAM model does not pay off, because I've come to the conclusion that BAM is the best indicator for when you should stay the fuck away from a stock. If he's bullish about it, run very far away,
or just go the opposite way.
Yeah.
He uncalls you by puts.
Yep. Because he said that it was screaming a buy signal at 426. Well, AMC dipped really hard with the rest of the market. It did come back to 241, but yeah.
So it wasn't the most powerful bull window since 2021?
No.
You stop it.
You
You don't know anything about bull windows.
The window remains open.
Till December 9th.
Yeah. Then that
It's not
window
summer
is
anymore, though.
shut.
We can't get through talking about AMC baggies, though, without threats of death and violence.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's just arrest people that we don't like politically so we can execute them. That sounds really great.
That's
Oh
totally
yeah,
normal.
that's the public execution.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, we got baggies defending baggies. It's like, the bots say way worse stuff towards Adam Aaron, but I guess you allowed that, huh?
No,
It's like,
also bad
do you
if they
know
say it
me,
about him
bro?
too. Like, no, not okay.
Yeah. And I pointed out that, we've been following the Willis lawsuit where he's basically acting like
that
an
was not cool.
anti-Semitic shithead. And he says, I never said I agree with this post. I despise bullies. And then he doubles down. And I said, yeah, I also go after Ethan and all of them too. And it's just like, I tire of this. If you don't agree with me, you must be them. It's like, no, I call you all idiots pretty equally. Don't get it twisted. So we're in the Fannie and Freddie Mac baggie section of this story. First news that came out this week was that Fannie and Freddie are removing minimum credit score requirements. Yikes. That's a little terrifying.
I mean, that still doesn't mean they're removing like all the job and all that, we need your pay stubs and your tax forms and your bank statements and your fucking trading accounts and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The second half of this week was even funnier in a bad way. This came after the whole AI thing debacle about bailing out the AI tech bros. And after the government decided to, no, we're not doing any bailouts, Bill Pulte decided to pose this wonderful, brilliant idea of that, well, Fannie and Freddie will just invest in the big tech bros.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, of course, they have public companies offering equity to Fannie and Freddie in exchange for them partnering with them because Plute has no clue what that even means. And so he's just like, well, this sounds good.
Donald Trump said it, so let me just copy and paste.
Yeah, exactly. They did it with
Not
Intel.
an independent thought in his head.
Right, yeah. We're looking because of how much power they have over the home. Okay, great.
That being said, I don't even think that was the worst part of the article.
No shit.
Oopsies.
They're a cash cow. I told you when we first started talking about this, they're not going to let them go.
Yeah. Now, naturally, that news hit like the fucking asteroid to the dinosaurs. The copium flowed. Like they were even trying to say that, let me see here. It doesn't matter because they're going to be offering the 5%. See, that's the other thing that got me about this is like,
what do they think IPO
staying
means?
in conservatorship, how does the IPO offering the new 5%, like, how are they going to sell that even? Like, why would you want to buy 5% into a company that you as an investor have no control, no say, no direct control over any of the proceeds, the cash flows, or anything? It's literally government conservatorship. Government completely controls it. You just get to be a token investor.
Well, what about all these people who are buying on the OTC?
Yeah, that.
Like they're not uplisting that.
Nope. No plan to uplist. They're just going to IPO. So what does that say about those shares?
Did you see Manuel's comment? Did you see that Trump is looking to do like 50-year mortgages?
Yes, that's skipping a little ahead, but I can go find it on my tabs here because that was also dumb. And guess what? It has the endorsement of the retarded chief, Bill Pulte.
Of course.
Like,
what did he say about it?
This is a great idea.
Ugh.
On Plute. We are indeed. This is a game changer. Then you can
Awful. Absolutely awful.
hopefully die before it's over.
So you can't afford a 30-year mortgage, but you're going to take out a 50-year mortgage to pay $300 less a month, but pay $500,000 more over the course of the loan.
More than that. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the amount you take out, but yeah.
Yep.
But hey, we won't have to lower home prices. We'll just stretch it out over 20 extra years.
Sure. But yeah.
And now the average age for a first-time home buyer is 40 in the U.S. So that's 90 when you're done with your mortgage.
Yeah. Here's the math right here. I
Sounds like a
knew I had
fantastic
it
idea.
around, but like
Great deal. Like I said, just die first, and then you don't have to pay the rest.
Yeah, you'll pay over $1 million for a $400,000.
Yeah, you'll just leave it for your children's estate to deal with.
Exactly. Done.
On a 400K.
You don't ever have to pay it off. You just leave it for your grant, like just all the like the $37 trillion of debt that the U.S. has.
Yeah.
Just leave it for the next generations to pay off.
On a 400K.
Well, the kids won't have to pay it off.
They just
when
kick
you
it on
die.
down to their kids. Yeah, and
Yeah.
die. Yeah. On a 400K mortgage at 7% interest, it'd be 1.11 or 1.12. We'll round $1 million in lifetime interest. It's like double the 30-year.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, when you do compound interest and you double the time period, you pay more in interest.
Yeah.
On the same amount of
What I
money.
was telling John T. Conover is like they were floating 50-year mortgages.
Yeah, I saw that. Why don't you explain that? Yeah.
Well, they were just trying to keep the party going, and so they were floating 50-year mortgages, and then the company went under, and that's what I said to him. I was like, he's right there where he says we are in a crisis. I was like, it tells you how bad things really are, though.
Yeah.
When they start talking about this kind of shit.
Yeah, and a lot of people were kind of given the like on this thing, jumping back to where we were. That and we also have the article here that it actually came from on Friday during the where was the name of the event, the Resi Day for I guess residential mortgages. But how you really know that this because Bill always gets hyper aggressive and hyper attacky when someone says something that he doesn't like case in point here. Marissa Taylor of Reuters, who has been forced to retract in the past, is now writing a news story. I want to find what this news story is that he's fucking kicking up a hussy fit already. If someone sees it, please let me know. But like, this is how you know that Fannie and Freddie are going to remain in conservatorship because he even linked to the article, and he only does that when he thinks it's like someone is ass kissing him. So. Yeah, he's really proud of the fact that he's going to absolutely ass fuck all of these people that are currently in the OTC trading Fannie and Freddie. Enjoy all that. I hope you.
It's so funny how this person's calling him an aloof boomer when he's like younger than me.
I know, right? He is only like a year. I think he's a year younger than me or something like that. It's literal months between us.
Like he might look like a boomer and act like a boomer and talk like a boomer.
I mean,
but he's not.
Everybody thinks he's like 50.
That's the thing that was really funny when people saw me on the live stream with him the first time is like, we're the same age. Bill looks like he's 40 or
More than
50.
Yeah.
And I look like people when I shave think I'm still in my 20s. Like that is how strung out Bill looks.
You aloof boomer.
But like, we got still people pumping the hopium here thinking that they'll still get whatever they think they'll.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, and Bill Ackman is going to fucking save them. Okay, cool story.
Right.
Cool story. Did you guys happen to see this one?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Because like Phil actually pointed that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the morning, we were having a space with Brian, I think, and we were just like looking at the top risers of the day, and that was up, I forget how much, maybe like 100% or something like that.
Yeah, because it started out here, like I want to say it was around, let's see if I can cite this because I didn't get the lines on the side here, but it looks like if this is 60, is no
6
6 cents.
6
So that's
cents, yeah.
probably 10 because that's 30 there. So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that was at 10 cents, and it shot up
To
and then
30.
immediately collapsed because
Well-
they said that they were going to do a buyback and then immediately announced
No, they
an
had
offering.
2 non-binding proposals to acquire all the shares. That's what
Yeah.
it was, right? And it was like, oh, look at these deals. And then a couple hours later, they announced the offering, which was so funny.
Rug pull. Oh my goodness. And so it finished the day even lower than where it started, down 50% from even where it started at before the after hour, pre-market rally.
Wow. So it must have been
Like-
like 13 cents or something.
Yeah. So like it's like just collapsed into half. So yeah, this must have been 12, 13 cents here.
Up to
Shot
30.
up to 30 and then
And then just
came
straight
all the
down.
way back down.
Yeah, Phil was talking about like he wanted to short it, but he wasn't sure. And
He couldn't figure out why they had so much cash.
yeah. But would have been a good short.
Yeah, well, the Cheer Holdings, like you definitely could tell it's a shitty scam co because Cheer Holdings, formerly Glory Star New Media Group Holdings, that's a mouthful, is a China-based company.
Mm-hmm.
There's your first hint. Not all Chinese companies are scams, but it's usually where you should start questioning things. That does next generation mobile internet infrastructure and platform services. The company is dedicated to building a digital ecosystem that integrates platforms, applications, technologies, and industries into a cohesive system using Web 3
3.0.
and leverages artificial intelligence technology. Like, just get all the buzzwords in there, why don't you? And then it lists all of its different, like, cheer chat, cheer car, cheer real, cheer fresh group
Where's your
buying.
Bitcoin treasury?
Yeah. Cheer email. But yeah. I just briefly wanted to go over the quantum companies because they definitely belong on our meme stock rundown. Apparently IONQ has been doing a shite ton of dilution. And let's see here. Where were we on this? Oh yeah. So we'll we'll do quantum and then we'll start heading to the end of this.
So the fake quantum stock.
Right.
Not actually quantum.
Yeah.
Not
There was some
actually anything,
quantum
really.
stuff, but yeah, because like they had earnings sort of, right? Question mark.
You mean like revenue? Because no.
No. I mean, like they did a report of they're not.
Did they earn anything?
Right.
Not really.
Right. That let's clarify. They had financial statements.
They did have a financial statement. This is true.
The earnings is questionable. They didn't even have revenue, if I remember
They had
correctly.
0 revenue. This is true.
Awesome.
And then they're down on their GNS shares, which I actually totally forgot that they had bought GNS.
Yeah, that's right.
But they have
my
their
goodness.
average is $1.20, I guess, on their GNS.
Oof. So they bought the tippy top. Ooh. Oof.
Of course
Good
they
job.
Gotta love
Good
when
job,
you bring
Malone.
in- Yeah, I know, right?
Great idea. Look at that net
World's,
loss.
the world's best board
Yikes.
advisor.
And I guess they have what, like 9 employees or 7 employees, and they spent like what is it, $91,000 in like travel expenses and almost $1 million of salaries.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
then-
Then we have some drunk reviews, I guess.
yeah, apparently reviews that came before the product was even released.
It's that good.
It's that good. It was so good we could see into the future and know it was going to be a great product.
Exactly.
But yeah, this company, oof, down
Oh yeah.
below $10.
And another thing is, you know how they announced dilution? They haven't even started yet, according
Mhm.
to their.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
According to their filings, yeah. I had noticed that post.
That is crazy.
Which is also really crazy because they're running out of a runway here, and this stock is thinly traded, has fat ass spreads. So the minute the dilution starts, this thing is going to tank hard.
Malone still hasn't sold according to his non-updated 13.
Unless he hasn't been updating with the SEC, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be doing that. This one will be really quick. So apparently he hasn't won at the appellate court yet, but their attempts to deny him his appellate review were turned back. I guess Wes Christian was trying to stop the pro se appellate review that Scott was trying to do on the
he's doing it pro se?
Mm-hmm. That's what it says here, at least in the thing he produced, that he's proceeding pro se.
I see.
On appeal.
I thought his lawyer was doing that.
He only has the lawyer for the defamation suit.
This is the defamation suit.
This is the appeal of the defamation suit.
Right. The appeal of the motion to dismiss.
Because I want to say somewhere in here it said that he was proceeding pro se.
Wait, whose motion to dismiss?
Scott Trout proceeding pro se.
Scott's motion to dismiss. Because it's a Wes Christian versus Scott. Like Wes saying, oh, you defamed me and I'm, somehow losing money because you called me a fraud on the internet.
Yeah, but since this is on appeal and Scott's the one that is the appellant, he is first. And
except he's got how many lawsuits has he started since this happened?
I mean, he did one the same month that he sued Scott. So plenty.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was doing this on his own, though. I thought his lawyer was taking care of everything.
Yeah, I thought that too until I saw that filing and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, he's probably not like an appeals lawyer. He's probably just a regular lawyer.
Right. Well, I mean, any lawyer can be an appeals lawyer, but he's probably not an expert.
Yeah, but it is like two separate things.
Yeah.
And good luck with a pro se appeal like that is not easy.
Yeah. So I think it is time for stupid tweet of the week.
Oh, I got a good one.
And we'll get to some of these later. All right. So you guys go ahead and share with me what you guys want to do.
Okay.
That there for now is a holding
I can
pattern
actually pull
thing.
this one up.
Okay. So we'll add platinums first.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a stupid tweet and a stupid reply. Thank you.
It's a 2-for-1 sale.
Thank you, Ryan Cohen, for letting another month go by while we get absolutely nothing but schizophrenic riddles and bullshit. Thank you for letting us all die while the rich get richer. And then the reply is, if Teddy doesn't make Thanksgiving great again this year, then I'm going to start to suspect he never will. This is the air, guys.
Oh my goodness. All righty. So we got Amy.
Oh, mine. We finally figured out what a dark pool is. It's a federally sanctioned market manipulation.
What?
It's by design. That's the issue here. 1,000%.
Oh boy.
We've got a chart exchange thing here. I'm not sure how that equates to federally sanctioned market manipulation, but that's what he said.
Sorry, I'm having to put the poll together. So, all right. So mine requires.
Bet you guys didn't know that.
So mine requires a little bit of following dots here. So we got the tweet in question.
This is me. Hey.
Well. Would you look at that? Recurring executive departures at Citadel, almost as if they've seen crimes being committed and want to get out before there is accountability. Almost. TikTok, Citadel Securities, GME, AMC. GME and AMC. Oh, okay. They went the hashtag. And I was like, why are you doing that twice, bro? But if you actually go to the article talks about how the reason there's so much turnover is because there's so much competition for workers in the industry that are getting forked out tons of money because there's so much demand to make money So Citadel is losing workers because other firms are offering more money. So it has nothing to do with executive departures because of crime. It has executive departures due to everyone's getting really good at stealing ape dummies' money.
Oh boy.
Anywho, why did that come back? Go away. So,
because I haven't stopped sharing.
So those are your 3 participants for tonight. Go ahead and vote. If you're on the YouTube site, there is a poll. If you are on X, if you are on Restream, or if you're on, or not Restream, Rumble or Twitch, then it's by voice vote. Tiebreakers go to our Twitch votes. We've got one of them in already. Usually the most timely of the votes. Oh. Okay, we're going to give a little more time for some votes to come in.
Why? What does that mean?
Because I'm not going to lose by tiebreaker. But anyway, so what's your guys' final?
All right,
thoughts
if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you say your
vote for
in
Noisy
the comments.
Comment your votes.
Hello. Let's not forget that. If Teddy doesn't make Thanksgiving great again this year, then I'm going to start to suspect he never will. I'm going to start finally this year.
All righty. Well, Platinum does win.
Yes. I'll take it. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, right. Same. Especially around Thanksgiving.
See, and I thought I was doing too much of the Bed Bath & Beyond, so that's why I went with AMC this week, and you know what? Maybe I just stick with what works.
Get back to Teddy.
That's the winner.
All righty then. Well, it was nice having you folks, but we got done early for once. Amazing. 40 minutes early. Even more amazing. Hopefully we'll have some more stuff for you next week. This is the show that never ends, so I bet you we will find stuff.
Oh, for sure.
I am looking forward to Monday. Hopefully some common sense will enter the room, and the baggies staring at Fannie and Freddie at a share price of 10 and realizing it's more close to like 1 will hit the brakes and get the fuck out with some sort of.
No shot.
It will eventually come down because they've admitted it now. Like they ain't getting shit.
I saw Space. Someone's like holding spaces about it now. So I mean,
fun.
It's sliding right into.
Is Pulte showing up in those spaces to cheer them
rotation. On? Oh, I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Fucking whatever.
Yeah.
It's exactly who he wants buying that. So maybe.
Idiots. Anyway.
Just remember, if he tells you that he bought the bonds, he's probably lying.
All righty. Well, we will catch you folks next week. I may do a live stream Tuesday because government holiday. Yeah. So